And let's do this. I'm Katie. Welcome to your quick stretch. So when you're ready, make your way down onto the floor. We're going to start in a tabletop position today. So we'll be on hands and knees. If this starts to bother your knees, what I want you to do is either roll your mat over, give it a little fold, and then you can put your knees right on top of that fold for just a little bit of extra cushion. A sweater or anything like that, just a little bit more padding for your knees. That'll do the trick too. From there, we're gonna go ahead, take our hands or our fists right underneath our shoulders. And we're gonna start adding some movement here to your spine. So we're gonna round the back, tuck the chin, coming into your scared cat pose. Perfect. And then when you're ready, you're just gonna arch your back, lift your tailbone and look up into cow. Go ahead, take that at your own pace. Try to breathe in as you move into one and breathe out as you move into the other. Don't get too wrapped up in the breathing. Just make sure that you're doing it. Good. Next 15 minutes together, we just want to feel good. Want to stretch, lengthen out, remove some tension. Find our breath, and that's really it. Perfect. Meet me back in the middle. So we're going to flatten out that back, look straight down at the floor. Nice and easy. Go ahead, just drop your right ear over to your right shoulder. So you're going to press that left shoulder blade back, away from your ear. Oh, so nice, right? Take a couple deep breaths. And go ahead, switch sides. Left ear, left shoulder. We'll stretch out a little bit of everything today, but I'm really gonna focus on those muscles that get super, super tight as we sit at our desks. Typically, those need the most love. Good, come on back to the center. From here, keep your hips where they are. I want you to walk your hands out, probably about a foot or so in front of where they were. And then pressing your palms down into the floor, let your chest fall through toward your arms, toward the floor. Good, and if you need to reach the arms farther ahead, go right ahead. Perfect. Shoulders, chest, back, deep breaths. Good, if you want a little bit more, come on up to your fingertips. So kind of tent your hands and then press down into those fingertips to feel that addition right around your shoulder complex right away. Good, forehead can rest on the floor or just toward the floor. Make sure we're breathing. Doing great. Perfect, flatten out those hands. Go ahead, pull your palms right underneath those shoulders again, back up to your tabletop. From here, we're just gonna open up the chest a little bit. So we're reaching that right arm up, opening up the chest. Good, close it right back down, and we'll just move through that a few times. Right arm, reach it up. You can look up toward that hand and lower it down. Let's do that 2 more times. So here, chest back, a little bit for your spine. Perfect, 1 more, reach it up, up, up. Good, stay right here or take that right elbow, bend it, reach your right hand toward your left hip. Good, your other elbow, soften it. Perfect. Carefully release that. We'll try it on the other side. So settle in, make sure we have that alignment, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And we'll take that left arm, reach it up, open up that chest. Perfect, and lower it back down, release. Good, again, if your knees are screaming at you here, please give them some extra support, some extra cushion. Whew. Again, blankets, sweatshirts, pillows, whatever you need. Good, let's take 2 more of those. Open and close. And 1 more time. Open, open, hold, hold, hold. Look up at that hand. If you want to take that bind, you can bend that left elbow, reach for the opposite hip. Still looking up toward the ceiling. We breathe in and breathe out. Release that. Go ahead, sit back on your heels. If that's not comfortable, just find a comfortable seated position. We're going to give those wrists some love. Interlacing your fingers. From there, little figure 8 here with your wrists. Good, nice loose grip. And we reverse that figure eight, circle it the other direction. Perfect. Good, now shake out your hands like you're drying them off. Good, and show me your right hand, like you're showing off your fingernails. From here, left hand is gently going to press on the top of that right hand. Good, just a little bit of pressure here. We're opening up the top of that forearm. Good. All that typing we do. Perfect, same arm, we're gonna flip that palm over. So show me your palm, your fingers are down. Left hand on the inside of the right hand. Good, little bit of pressure. Opening up the inside of that forearm. Good, relax the shoulders down, away from the ears. We're creating length, not tension. Good, shake that out, we'll switch sides. Show me your left hand. Good, fingers down, palm toward you, and a little bit of pressure here. Relax the shoulders. Good, a little bit for the top of that wrist and forearm. No carpal tunnel for you guys. Good, when you're ready, go ahead, flip that over. Show me your palm, fingers down, little press. Good. Deep breath in. And exhale, let that go. Shake it out and flip it over into a seated position on your sits bones here. Ooh, take your time getting there. It doesn't have to be pretty. Soles of your feet are going to come together into a butterfly stretch. So we're gonna reach for our ankles, sit up nice and tall, perfect posture. Again, we drop those shoulders down, nice deep inhale. As you exhale, hinge forward at those hips. Little trick here, if you want, you can press your elbows down kind of into your inner thighs and help get those knees down a little bit closer to the floor. Good, and we're melting into those hips. We're breathing. Again, we're not forcing those knees down. It's a little bit of pressure, really just the weight of your arms helping to open up those hips a little bit more. Good, check in. Nice light grip. We're not squeezing on those ankles, we're just holding. Good, exhale, fold in just a teeny bit more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on up. From here, we're gonna go into a 90-90 stretch. So I'm gonna face you guys to start, and then I'll kind of shift my angles just so you can see what my legs are doing. Right leg, big bend in the knee in front of you. You're gonna kick your left leg back behind you, and again, try to get a 90-degree bend. So those angles are everywhere. We have a 90-degree bend from hip to knee, to ankle, and to our toes. Aren't you so glad you went to geometry class? It's geometry, right? Square off your hips for me. So that left hip, you're gonna need to rotate it forward a little bit. We have that same bend going on in the back knee. And all I want you to do here is crawl those fingertips forward, keep the spine nice and long. Right away, you're gonna feel this front hip start saying hello to you. Maybe it's saying a little bit more than hello. That's okay. We're just gonna breathe into it and sink in a little bit deeper. Try to keep your back knee and foot on the floor. Good, keep trying to square that left side toward the front of the room. Good, come on up gently. Hands are going to come behind you. From here, we're gonna open up this hip so your left leg is moving here. We're gonna try to lift that knee up off the floor as much as you can. It doesn't have to be a lot, and then let it come right back down. Your front leg stays down. So hands are behind you just to kind of support. Good, so good for your hips. Working on that mobility. Good, up and down at your own pace. Good, check in, upper body is relaxed. Perfect. All right, one more time. Good, take it back down, square those hips back off to the front of the room. And one more time, we're gonna hinge it forward. You can reach for it if you'd like. I like to reach my hands out to the side. It's just really preference. Ooh. Today I fall into that category of my hips are saying a lot more than hello. Good, come on up. We're gonna switch sides. Ooh. So left leg front, right leg back. Square off those hips, find all of those bends, 90 degrees everywhere. Straight line hip to knee, knee out to that ankle, ankle to your toes. Good, rotating that right side forward. Perfect, and let's go ahead, hinge it forward, reach it forward, whatever feels good for you here. Try a little bit of both. Good, we really need to press this right hip forward. Good. Kind of like when we're in our pigeon pose. Very similar. Good, breathe into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully come on up. I'm gonna scoot to the side just so you can see me a little bit better. Hands are gonna come behind you. You're gonna sit up nice and tall. This back knee, for me, this is my right knee. We're gonna lift, just as much as you can, and lower right back down. Good, so lift. Again, it doesn't have to be super high. It actually probably won't be super high. Just do your best, and you'll feel where that range of motion stops. Because if you go too far, this front leg is gonna start to come up. Good. Good, breathe. Had like a squeaky wheel moment. Good, give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, line it all back up. Inhale, and exhale one more time. Hinge it forward. Keep that length in your spine. Breathe into that left hip. Good. Soften your hands, soften your face. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Last thing we're gonna do today is for your hip flexors. So we're gonna come back up into that tabletop position. Again, give your knees some cushion if you need to. Once you get there, we're gonna lift up, step your right foot forward. So kind of like we're in a double kneeling position here. Your knees tracking forward. We're gonna tuck the hips right underneath us, and then we're gonna shift the weight forward. So you'll notice when I step forward, my foot is in front of my knee. And then when I shift forward, my ankle and my knee are in a straight line. Good, so we're engaging the glutes here. We're feeling that left hip flexor start to fire up. If you wanna add on a little bit here, you can take that left arm, scoop it up and over to the side of the room. You're gonna feel that nice stretch all the way down your side. Good, do me a favor, you're breathing into your hips here. I want you to think of breathing into that left side, that left rib cage. Perfect. Carefully release that. When you're ready, if you want to stay there, stay there. Switch it out on your own time. So left foot, big step through, square those hips. Tuck your hips forward, and then we're pressing forward, shifting the weight. Good, settle in. Feel that right hip flexor, quadriceps area. Heating up. Good, stay just like that. Good, and if you want to add on, go ahead, scoop that arm up and over. Very nice, relax your face. Deep inhale. Exhale, release that, let it go. You can scoot that foot in, hands to the top of your thigh, not your knee, your thigh. And then we'll press it on up. Leaving it standing, take a couple circles back with those shoulders. And then join me. 1 deep inhale, reach those arms up high. Exhale, let it go. Whew. And you guys are all done. Awesome job today. Thank you so much for being here.